beauties, and welcome back to my channel. And this week's new makeup release is going on the wishlist or not. I have a very blurple look on today, and I did film this. This is with the Pinky Rose Bright Lights palette. That is the palette you wanted me to use first, so that is the palette that I'm currently filming on. I hope you understand that I can't film 7 days a week though, so I'm trying to get through this as fast as I can. But this is the second look with that palette, and yeah, it's coming in the near future. I also this is allergy season in Sweden, and I am literally dying. Everything is a bit difficult. But I'm gonna try and get through this because we have a bunch of fun things to talk about, and this is gonna be somewhat of a different new makeup releases because some of the things I already have. And I wanted to talk first, of course, about this one. This is my own collab with Huda Beauty. This is so weird to say, but I have a video on this and I will leave that up here if you want to see more on this. I will try and put the picture up that I put on Instagram as well. And this is just my own brush set with Sigma. It comes with 5 different brushes for $65, and if you bought them individually they would be $82, so it's a 20% discount. I will leave the link to the brushes down below. And actually, I'm just gonna move back here. Actually, okay, this is so, thank you so much for all the positive response, like all the positive comments, everything that the love that I received after this release. I never thought I'd be able to do something like this, and to be able to do something like this and get the positive response that I've gotten, it's so weird. If you're on my Snapchat, you would have seen me somewhat break down yesterday on the train when Sigma mailed me and said that the set almost sold out after 24 hours. The amount of brushes that they thought would be enough for 1 month, you sold out in 24 hours. It is insane. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm that's my washing machine. I feel like I'm a small fish in a very big YouTube ocean, but you have made me feel so special, and thank you so much. They will restock the set after the weekend. They said that they will try and restock it on Monday, so if you are watching this video on Sunday and you wanted to buy it and it's out of stock, it's coming back real soon. Thank you so much for all the support. It's been amazing. And yeah, the video's up here if you wanted to see what brushes are included, why I included these brushes, and how to use them. So that, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Thank you so much, you are amazing. The next thing I want to talk about is the new palette by Juvias Place. I'm just gonna scooch to the side so we can get some pictures here. And oh, my eyes are killing me this allergy season. Oh god, I am gonna die. Wait, I need to check. Dying. They announced a while ago that they were doing the Warrior series, and it was gonna be 3 palettes, and this is the first one. It is called the Warrior palette, the Amazons, and this has already been released. They did one of those like rebel, like guerrilla releases. They were just like announcing it's alive. It's so weird. Our washing machine is like the end of the world over there. Anyways, I actually have been in contact with Juvias lately. You know that I have bought every release from Juvias, all of their palettes except the first one, the Nubian one, because that was actually released before I discovered Juvias, and since it's an all neutral palette, I didn't end up buying it. But I have all of the other palettes, and I have videos on all of those palettes except the festival palette because I am still working on that one. That is going to be the palette that I am going to do after the Bright Lights palette. So I have been talking with Juvias a bit lately, and the owner of Juvias is so sweet, and she actually wanted to send me the new palette. So here it is. This is the Amazon's Warrior palette by Juvias Place, and I have not used it yet, and I've only like briefly looked at it. I got it yesterday. So she sent me this palette via Express. It actually comes with bubble wrap within the packaging, so it's very secure on shipping. I love the color of this palette, like the yellow and mustard. It's beautiful. Like this is beautiful. It comes with a plastic cover like all of the Juvias palettes do. I'm just gonna take this one out, and this palette looks just like it does in the pictures. It is a warm gold and then just a neutral palette. Would I have picked this palette up if it wasn't sent to me in PR? Yes, because it's Juvias. No, if it had been any other brand than Juvias, because I am not all about the neutral life, but I do collect the Juvias palettes, so I probably would have picked this up. Juvias Place is known for making palettes that is like colorful palettes with a pop of neutral. Let's be honest, that's what they do. A lot of colors and then just one or two neutrals. So actually, I mean, I am not a fan of neutral palettes, but I think it makes sense for the brand to release an all neutral palette, because I've not tried the Nubian one. I've heard that the Nubian one is not the same quality as the other ones. So maybe they are getting rid of that one and just replacing it with another neutral palette. So for Juvias Place, I think it makes sense to release an all brown palette, because I'm betting that there is a lot of people out there that want to try Juvias Place, but they're like, it's just too much color. So if this is the same quality and it actually looks the shimmers look as dense and shimmery as they usually do. There's 3 mattes and 6 shimmers, and if you were wanting to try Juvias Place and you only wanted a neutral palette, this could be it. I just spat on it. That's sexy. And Juvias Place is giving me a code. I will leave my code down below. It is an affiliate code, so if you do not feel comfortable with that, you can always buy it without using a code or using somebody else's code. You don't have to use mine. But I am a big fan of Juvias, and to be able to have a code with them, it means a lot to me, because I love that this is the way I want to use affiliate codes. Like discovering a brand, loving a brand, and then getting an affiliate code. That's how I want to work with affiliate codes, and I have bought each and every one of the palettes before. This is the first palette that I haven't paid for, so I already know I love Juvias, and I already know that I'm comfortable recommending them. So if you want to use my code, it's gonna be down below. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing like getting out of my comfort zone, going all in with neutrals look with this one, and just testing if it's the same quality as the other Juvias palettes. Let me know if you're interested in that, because normally these are the kinds of looks I do, but maybe I need to get out of my comfort zone as well. Not just you, me as well. So the next release I wanted to talk about is the new release from Dose of Colors. They are calling it Dose, like Block Party or something? Wait, yeah, Block Party Eyeshadow Collection. And they are coming out with 20 eyeshadow singles. Not pans, but singles in a packaging. And it's like a bigger pan. It's like, I'm guessing it's the size of the Juvias Place shadows, like a bigger pan. It seems like it's the same size as those, like just bigger. It's 20 different colors and they're $20 each. I feel like that's a lot, and I feel like Dose of Colors should have gone with single pans instead and had a lower price, because I think that $20 for one eyeshadow is a lot. And Dose of Colors is not an affordable indie brand, and I do love Dose of Colors, but I think $20 is a lot. And some of the colors seem very neutral, some of them seem very fun, like the bright red one and the teal one. They seem really fun. The olive one seems beautiful, but $20 is a lot. It's a lot, and like $20 for one eyeshadow, we're at the point where I don't really care if it's good or not anymore, because it's just too much for one eyeshadow. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much. I think that, I don't know, some people might be avid like Dose of Colors fans and really want to get this one. I love their 5, or is it 6 pan eyeshadows? You know, I have 2 of those. I think they're amazing. But $20 for one, that's a washing machine. I think it's too much. It's too much. The next thing I want to talk about is the Colourpop Fame eyeshadow palette. And listen, I love that Colourpop had the smaller palettes. I don't know why did they abandon the smaller palettes? Like, I have actually gotten my Colourpop order, and I got one of those 6 pan eyeshadow palettes, and I haven't used it yet. That is the perfect size. I love that. And those 12 pan that they have as well, like, why did they abandon that and go into the 16 pan? It's too big. It's too big. And I know that's not what she said, but I'm saying it right now. It's too big. Colourpop, like, just downsize. Come on. And I love the idea of doing a cool tone eyeshadow palette, but I have no idea why both Colourpop and Violet Voss seems to think that the only cool tone color that people are willing to wear is a taupe. Like, what's up with that? I am willing to wear other cool tone shadows, and there are cool tone shadows that you could put in there to just complement the taupes, like olives and purples and like mauves. Like, why are we just abandoning those colors? Like, I love the concept of a cool tone palette, but if you wanted it to be just tops, just make it a 6-pan palette. But if you wanted it to be a mix or a 16-pan, which I think is too big, they should have just went with a 12-pan palette. I think instead they should have gone with a mix. Like, how fun would it have been with like 2 olives and 2 mauves and 2 purples and just like 4 or 5 taupes and just like why? I'm actually thinking about filming a what I think the this palette should have been, the Fame palette. Like, I don't get it. Would you like to see that? It was a long time ago since I filmed one of those. And the outer packaging is beautiful. Why are you making such a colorful outer packaging when it's 16 beiges? And I'm all about the cool tone life. I think that's fun, but I think this is a step in the wrong direction, and my allergies are killing me. I also want to show you, like, Huda Beauty showed these 2 pictures, and now she has said that it is an upcoming eyeshadow palette. She's on fire. Eyeshadow palette after eyeshadow palette. Don't turn into Colourpop, like, calm your tits. But it's gold and pink. Is yellow and pink the new orange and red? I mean, I'm not sad. I'm hoping it's not too neutral. I have one of the Huda palettes, like the Obsession Bright ones, but I don't have any of her big ones, even though every time I go to Sephora, I swatch her Desert Dusk, and I think it's beautiful. If that is up your alley, I think it's beautiful. It's just a bit of, like, it's too many shades in there that I already own, but I think the color scheme is beautiful. So I am intrigued to see what this turns out to be. But to be honest, her brand is pretty pricey though, so we'll see. Also, we talked about the Lemonade palette by Dominique Cosmetics, Kristen Dominique, and now she has released this picture that shows 4, I'm guessing, liquid lipsticks. Is it glosses? 4 glosses? These colors are cute. I like these colors. If the palette is fun and if the palette is not too neutral, I might pick up the palette and one of these glosses. That burnt orange, that looks like a beautiful, like, and the packaging is beautiful, like the clear gloss with this, like the cube clear packaging with the pink top. I think it looks beautiful. I'm not against that at all. Ooh, I want to show you something that I'm intrigued by. Kat Von D had like a 20th birthday party thing, and this picture was like from someone's Snapchat, I'm guessing. I don't know whose Snapchat, but I will link all the accounts down below that I follow for makeup news, and you can probably see there where it's from. She was showing all of her products on a wall, and people were taking pictures and doing Snapchats of it, and in the middle of it was the Lolita palette, which is the upcoming palette from her, but you can only see the outside. It seems to be a pink palette, and I would love a pink palette from Kat Von D called Lolita. I'm actually really excited about this one. I'm hoping that it's an all pink palette. I'm excited about that one. That one, it got my heart. I'm hoping it's gonna be fun. I think that is so pretty. Ooh, let's also talk about this collab. This is Makeup Revolution and Tammy. Is she only Tammy? Makeup by Tammy. She is a British YouTuber, and I think she works with Makeup Revolution, and she's coming out with her eyeshadow palette similar to the collab that they did with Soph Does Nails, and I think that this is pretty, but none of these colors are like colors that are really speaking to me. I mean, I love all of these colors, but I have them, and I don't think that the color combos are like drawing me in. This palette is exactly like I told you. When I look at a palette, the reason on why I'm gonna buy it or not is if I see immediately looks that I want to do. Like when I look at a palette and I see looks that I want to do, that's when I pick up a palette. When I look at this palette, I'm like, I'm not immediately seeing looks that I want to do, at least not looks that I haven't already done. So I think that's why I'm not gonna buy this palette. If it's the same quality as the Soph Does Nail palette, it's gonna be great quality. And if you are inspired by this palette, I would recommend it for you. It's only $15 and it's launching May 11th. I think it's already available. I will link it down below and you can pick it up. It's probably gonna come to the US as well, but you probably have to wait a little bit. But yeah, it's already available and I will leave it down below. And if you think that this palette is beautiful and if you think that these are colors that are inspiring to you and that these are colors and color combos that you do not have, I do recommend this palette. For me, it's not 100% up my street. You know, I'm on the if it's not perfect, I'm not gonna buy it that's what I'm on right now. So if it's not perfect, I'm not gonna buy it unless it's a brand that I like always support, because there are some brands that I always support. I also wanted to talk about this one. This is something that I haven't heard anyone talk about, and LA Splash Cosmetics has come out with some new Wicked eyeliners, and look at this color range. And I've actually looked at this on Beauty Bay, and I will link them down below at Beauty Bay because they are available at Beauty Bay as well. There are some mattes, there are some shimmers, there are some glitters. These look beautiful. The packaging is bomb.com. I might end up picking some of these up. I think that this is cool. Why has nobody talked about these? These are so cool. So yeah, these are already available. I don't know how much they are. Well, I will put the price down below so that you can see, but I like these. I think that these are cool. Why haven't anybody talked about these? I think I'm gonna pick one of those up. Another thing that I am not picking up is the e.l.f. eyeshadow palette Rose Gold Sunset. It's one of those long stripy ones similar to like this format. This is the colorful one. If I can open it, if I can, one sec. You know, it looks like this. They're releasing, this is the Colourpop palette. They're releasing a palette in this format for only $10. And it's a warm neutral palette, so I'm not getting it, but I like the quality of this one. So if you for some reason don't have these, who doesn't have these shades at this point? Somebody that's just into makeup. If you're just into makeup and you wanted to own something that's a warm neutral palette, maybe this is for you. It seems to have a mix of mattes and shimmers, although it's mostly shimmers. Yeah, I don't know about this. This is late to the party. It's only $10, but if it's not perfect, then it's $10 that you could have spent on something else. You know what? I don't think I recommend this one. You know, get something else. Get something that has more mattes. That's my verdict on it. I think it's too late to the party. You're late, okay? The drinks are out. Everybody's left. We're even out of goodie bags. Just leave. I am gonna talk about the Kylie Cosmetics is running out of family members to collab with. She has now reached her mom. And this is the Kylie Momager. I don't know what that word means. What does Momager means? This is the Kris. Is it Kris Kardashian or Kris Jenner? Because I don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I am not keeping up with the Kardashians, okay? Ain't nobody got time for that. And it's a collection of a cool tone palette, some lippies, and a face palette? Highlighter palette? Face palette? Highlighter palette? Wait. I think the packaging is beautiful. Mini lip collection, glosses, velvets, and mattes. That's fun. If you wanted to try all of those formulas, that's fun. Pressed powder face palette. Face palette. I'm guessing it's more than highlighters then. Give Me a Kiss lipstick and liquid lip. I'm guessing that is that pinky mauve color, and then it's an eyeshadow palette. I think that this cool tone eyeshadow palette has more variation than the Colourpop one. Of course, it's more expensive as well. I mean, if you are a Kris Kardashian / Jenner fan, maybe you would love this. I don't think that this is bringing anything new to the game, although the eyeshadow palette looks kind of cool if you're into neutrals and want to have cools instead, but I'm not getting this. I am not keeping up with the Kardashians, and I frankly don't really care, and it's not for me. I'm not gonna put my money into neutrals when there's a collab between two people I don't really care about. So the next one is a new brand, and it is a Gabby the Mua. I think she's friend with Kathleen Lights, is that correct? And she's the creator between Boxy Charm. Between. What is wrong with me? And she's launching her own makeup brand. It's called Lamar Cosmetics, and it's an eyeshadow palette with 8 shades. I cannot speak. And it is already available for $28, which is an affordable price. And it's 4 mattes and 4 shimmers, which I adore. These are not my shades. Like I have, not even exaggerating, 10 eyeshadow palettes where I can do a warm crease and a pop of blue on the lid. Like, I have like this palette. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well just use this Suri palette. Like I'm gonna use this one if I want to do that because I really like that palette. But I think it's fun that we have some new brands, and I think that this is exciting for a first launch. Like first launch, and it's only one brown in the palette and like one, like I'm guessing beige shimmer. But for a first launch, I think this is beautiful. It's not for me because I already have it, but I'm loving that it's colorful, that it's small, and that it's affordable, and I am excited to see what else the brand comes out with. This specific palette isn't 100% up my alley, but I don't think that it's bad in any way, shape, or form. I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful, it's just not for me. What else do I want to talk about? Let me talk about two more things. One thing that I am excited about is the Sodapop Maybelline palette. This is for autumn winter. It's like, oh, it's autumn 2018. And when we were talking about that we wanted a purple and red palette, did you think that Maybelline was gonna come to the rescue? Am I the only one surprised here? I think that this looks beautiful. If this comes to Europe, I'm picking it up. If this comes to Europe, I'm picking it up because it is a drugstore brand making a red and purple palette. It is warm, but it's red and like it's a blue matte. A blue matte in a Maybelline palette. Like, where has the world gone to? I mean, it's probably going to be super affordable. I think that it's fun. Like I want to support drugstore brands. Like why am I calling it drugstore? I want to support brands like traditional drugstore brands, but not in Sweden. This is coming off weird. Doing eyeshadow palettes that is not neutral. So I'm gonna pick this up if I see it. It's probably gonna be affordable. I think this is fun. Unless I swatch and it's horrible quality, because we can swatch Maybelline in our country. But what do you think about this palette? I think that this is a smart move by Maybelline. They are... Sometimes I feel like the affordable traditional brands are always like 5 steps behind, and I feel like Maybelline here, they'll like just scratch everything. We're going to the frontier. Let's release a palette with a blue, a purple, 2 reds, and an orange, and I think that they did good. They did good. I am... Way to go, Maybelline. Way to go, Maybelline. I think this is cool. Let's talk about a cool indie thing. The last. This is from Beauty Bar Baby. I have never tried their brand, but this collection makes me feel like maybe I need to. This is the Magic Wand collection, and it is... I think it's already released. It's already released, and I will link it down below. This specific picture is from This Is 40, and I will leave the Instagram handle down below by the picture so you can find them, because this is not from one of the accounts that I normally follow for makeup news. But I don't know how many shadows these are, but I will link them down below so you can find them. This looks beautiful. This is like extreme duo and triple chrome eyeshadows, and I think this is cool. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up at this point because I don't need any more makeup, but this is one of the releases that I'm just gonna keep my eye open for, and if I see it at some point and I do want to order from the brand, I'm probably gonna pick it up because I think this is fun. The only reason I'm not picking it up right now is that I have too much makeup. Oh, and maybe that it's an American indie brand and I don't want to go through the hassle of ordering from US right now. But other than that, this is getting 2 thumbs up from me. I think this is amazing and beautiful, and I totally support that. So was that everything I wanted to talk about? Am I getting anything? I don't think I'm getting... Oh yeah, I'm getting the Sodapop palette. That is pretty. Oh wait, can we talk about one more thing? What exactly was Model's Own thinking with this one? Like, when it's closed, it looks like this, and then when it's open, it looks like it's donuts. I get it, that's cute, but it's boobies. It's a boobie palette. It's a collection of boobie palettes. It's like boobies from around the world in a palette. And who wants 2 eyeshadows like that? Somebody had a brain fart while thinking of this palette, and it's cute on the outside, but I kind of have to open the lid to use it, and once I open it, I feel personally attacked. This is not a good eyeshadow palette. Somebody should have thought that through. Like, at the boardroom, was nobody like raising their hands being like, actually, I think that this isn't a good idea. Get it together, Model Zone. This is not a good eyeshadow palette. This is just too much. Too much. TMI, TMI. But yeah, that was everything for this week. Do let me know how you feel about these releases, and thank you so much for the support on my brush collection, my brush favorites by Sigma. You are all too sweet. I am overwhelmed with love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you tomorrow for a new video. And don't forget to look at the community tab to see what videos I am releasing next week. Thank you again for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!